David McHugh, under-19s manager for ladies at Athlone Town. How are you settling into your new role?
I suppose at the start it was initially trying to get a backroom staff together, and we've got that in place now. And then on top of that, it was looking at trying to get players signed up from last year's under-17 squad, and we've got a few of them signed up already, a few more to come now over the next couple of weeks, and then it's looking to try and get players in from that haven't been with the club so far. So I'm just trying to get an idea of players in the Midlands and try and build a squad from there at the moment. But it's been good so far working with Tommy and getting to know how the first team work as well, so it's been enjoyable so far.
Can we ask you why you decided to take the job as the under-19 manager?
Well, I think looking last year with the senior women's team, there was great work put in with Tommy and his backroom staff, and I was looking at that and I thought there was great work being done. I seen the under-17s women had a good season last year with their coaching staff, and the players developed quite well as well. And then with under-19s league coming on board, it's an opportunity for those under-17s girls to potentially develop over 2 years with the 19s to then step into the first team, or maybe step into the first team earlier. And I think I can help the girls progress into the first team, and I'm about trying to help players improve, and I just see this as an opportunity to help players improve and progress to the next stage of their career.
So we know you've been with Athlone a while, but you've been under the male section, so how are you finding, what are your initial thoughts moving to the female side of things?
I think both sides of the club, the men and the women's side, the club invests a lot of time and resources into both sides. Both sides are treated equally, and you can see with the gym facilities now, and even the staff in place with the first team, the under-19s and under-17s, and in the men's side of the club as well. There's great staff in place. There's a lot of time and resources put in place for each and every team within the club. No team is treated any differently, and I think that's a real plus for the club. For me, coming in to the women's side of the club over the last couple of weeks, one thing I've really noticed is the professionalism of the players with the first team and under-19s. There's been a great attitude by the players in terms of engaging with strength and conditioning in the off-season programme, and really planning ahead to try and have a good season now this year with the 19s and the first team. So for me, it's the professionalism with the first team staff, but also the players. That's been really noticeable the last couple of weeks.
So we know you're after getting a few signings in, so can we ask you how you're getting on with that, or who you've signed so far?
So far we have 6 players back from the under-17 signed so far. There's another couple that we just haven't been able to get on paper at this moment in time, but we will get that done over the next couple of weeks. And then we have 1 player that has come in from outside of the club. So in terms of the players we've signed Emily Corbett, who would have played with the Irish under-17s last year. We've got Lucy Jane Grant, who's a good centre half or left full. We've then got Aisling Mahoney, again another good winger, and Ava Cornally, another very good winger as well, from speaking with coaches that have worked with both of them. And then we've got Becca O'Connor, who's in as well, who's played with the Midlands, Gainer Cup squads over the last couple of years, and was with the 17s as well last year. And then we've got Aoife Mulcairns as well, who's with the club, who's come in from Aisling Nanacotti. We would have seen some footage of her playing with her club, and we've had good reports of her, so we're delighted to get her in as well from outside of the club, and hopefully get some more players in over the next few weeks as well.
We know you have Kyle on board already as a coach, so you plan on adding anyone else to your backroom staff?
So we've Kyle in at the moment. Kyle's going to take responsibility for some of the on-field coaching. He's going to take responsibility for the conditioning side as well. Then we've got Lewis Gibson, who's in as a sports scientist. He's going to be doing the strength and conditioning work, but he'll also be doing video analysis with the girls as well. And then we're looking at 1 more addition to the staff. It just hasn't been confirmed yet.
And finally, how are you getting on working alongside the senior team and Tommy?
So far it's been really enjoyable just to get an insight into how they work. It's been a good experience for me just to understand what Tommy expects of his players, and what I need to try and instill with the under-19s as well, because that's the objective for me, to get as many players into the first team as possible. And I need to understand the demands of first team football at Women's National League level, so that I can help the under-19s make that step up. And that's my main aim for this year, get as many girls as possible training with the first team squad initially, and then hopefully maybe potentially getting a few games with the squad, and then over the next few years becoming regulars with the squad as well. So I'm looking forward to that challenge.
No problem. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you.